Hello, this is Greg Vance from Rockwell Automation and the acting president of the SMTA, along with Dr. Martin Anselm from Rochester Institute of Technology, president-elect of the SMTA. And we just wanted to talk to you a little bit this afternoon about SMTA International that's going to be kicking off on September 28th. As I complete my term as president, I also want to share with you the state of the association. The pandemic has limited us from holding events face-to-face, but our mission has not changed. The need for information and research for electronic manufacturing professionals to understand and improve the quality, cost, and reliability of our electronic assemblies continues. The mission of the SMTA is an international network of professionals who build skills, share practical experiences, and develop solutions in electronic manufacturing, including microsystems, emerging technologies, and related business operations. To fulfill this mission through the pandemic, we have done a number of things. First, we expanded the breadth of topics of headquarter coordinated online webinars, and we've opened them up to both members and non-members in the industry. We've invested in Zoom and GoToMeeting accounts so chapters could hold virtual meetings. And I applaud all the chapters that have held a virtual event since the pandemic has occurred. And I encourage all chapters throughout the world to continue to host events while we're under these restrictions and open them up to others in the SMTA community to broaden and grow our networks. Select remaining 2020 international conferences, which included the Counterfeit Conference, which occurred in August, SMTA International here in September, and IWLPC that'll occur the end of October, will all be held virtually. Specifically about SMTA International, if you haven't had an opportunity to register, I encourage you to go out to smta.org, click on conferences and register to attend. Ideally, both the technical conference where the papers will be presented, as well as the exposition. A special thank you to all of the exhibitors that are participating in our inaugural virtual event, and to Tanya Martin, the SMTA executive, and the SMTA staff for all their efforts to transform SMTA International into a virtual event. And I hope that I have the opportunity to see you at one of our networking events that'll occur in the evenings. Once the pandemic restrictions subside and it is safe to hold face-to-face events again, it is our intention as an association to resume international and local events face-to-face. Finally, like all organizations at this time, the pandemic has impacted the association financially. Fortunately, our association has had leaders with the foresight to build reserves to weather global and national events outside of our control. The board and the SMTA HQ have implemented some cost control measures and continue to monitor the financial health of the association closely so that it is in position to prosper into the future and invest in our SMTA community. Over to you, Martin.
Thank you, Greg. So I'd just like to take a moment to introduce myself. I am Martin Anselm from Rochester Institute of Technology, or RIT. I'm the president-elect, and I'm very much looking forward to taking over this organization that I've gotten so much out of over the years. As many of you are probably aware, I was on the board of directors for 6 years prior to running for the presidency, and I'm excited to become what I like to think of as a professor president for this organization. This fits very well for some of the future plans that I have for our organization as we move forward. Greg very succinctly talked about how we are managing the COVID crisis. But even in the environment of the COVID crisis, I look forward to growth of our membership, growth of our educational programs, which I hold very close to my heart, growth of our diversity within our organization, and to improve the value of membership. We want to always add new programs and add new value for being a member of this great SMTA. I'd also like to thank Debbie Carboni, our former VP of Expos, that has finished her 6-year term on the board of directors. I had the pleasure of working with her for many years on the board of directors, and replacing her this year is Mike Conrad from Aqueous. And I think Mike's going to do a great job on the board of directors. I want to let everybody also know that I acknowledge my fiduciary responsibility to the SMTA, especially under this time of crisis. I've had the opportunity to talk to former presidents like Jeff Kennedy, Bill Barthel, Dave Raby. I've also talked to Marie Cole, a former treasurer, and I've talked to Joanne Stromberg, our former executive who ran our organization. And they all feel unanimously that we will overcome these challenges. I think we can thank, in no small part, our former board members and our former presidents for putting the SMTA in such strong financial position prior to this COVID crisis. So as Greg has indicated, I feel like we will overcome and we'll grow and do great things in the coming 2 years that I'm the president. I would also like to thank all the exhibitors that are going to be exhibiting at the SMTAI this year. I understand it is a virtual event and it's going to feel different than it has in the past, but I really encourage everyone who's watching this video to go to the virtual exhibit hall, interact with our exhibitors. Many of them will be there for live chats and demonstrations and things of that nature. This is all new to all of us, and we are really looking forward to a new environment, and hopefully many of you can join that would have not been able to travel over a long distance to attend our event. It's really a testament to our staff, to Tanya Martin and all the people that work for her, and the amount of effort that they had put in to create a very interactive SMTAI for this year. I will say I'm very much looking forward to seeing all of you in person in November of 2021 when we have another face-to-face SMTAI. I have to believe that's going to happen, and hopefully this COVID crisis will be a distant memory by then. And I look forward to telling you all the great things that we've been able to accomplish in the year and how we were able to overcome this crisis. So without any further ado, I want to end this video. Thank Greg for all of his hard work over the last few months with this crisis, and I'm really looking forward to seeing all of you at SMTAI this year. Thank you.